Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about circles. This video is going to focus only on the vocabulary associated with circles, so if you're looking for circumference and area, you'll want to check back in the next video. There are a few vocab terms that we need to define before we can move along with area and circumference. So the first one that we need to look at is the center. So on the circle to the right of your paper, I want you to put a point at the very center of your circle. And I want you to label that point center. So the center is just the middle of the circle. Okay. So next, we need to define what the radius is. So let's first identify the radius on our circle to the right. So the radius is going to be the shorter of the two segments. So this right here is our radius. And what the radius is that it is a segment with endpoints on the circle and at the center. Okay, so as you can see, there's an endpoint on the circle and an endpoint at the center, and that is your radius. All right, so then the diameter is our other line segment that we have here. Okay. That's my diameter, so I'm going to label that with a D. And your diameter is a segment that passes through the center of the circle with endpoints on the circle. So that passes through center with endpoints on the circle. Okay, so there is actually one more vocab word that I would like to also talk about, and I know it's not listed, so this is just another thing that you need to make a note of and label, but this is a chord. So a chord connects 2 points on a circle through the use of a line segment. So as you can see that we have 2 points connected and there's our line segment. Obviously you can see that this chord does not go through the center, so in order for it to be a chord, it does not have to pass through the center like the diameter or the radius. So that's just another thing that you need to know about circles. Alright, so let's look back at radius and diameter. So there is a relationship here between the radius and the diameter. And if we can obviously see that the radius is much shorter than the diameter, we actually know that the radius is half the diameter. So if you are given the diameter of a circle, you can find the radius by dividing that by 2, and that will give you the radius. So if, for example, if you have a diameter of 10, the radius of that circle would be 5. 10 divided by 2 is 5. All right. So then likewise, we can kind of work backwards to figure out what the diameter is given the radius. So the radius, like I said, is half the diameter. So if we're given the radius, we can take that radius and multiply it by 2 to figure out what the diameter is. Okay? All right, so those are the vocab words that we are going to focus on. There's just a quick assignment that you guys are going to do along with this video to kind of practice these words and refresh them. So check back in the next video for area and circumference. Thanks.